Hello there folks, and welcome back. My name's Stephen Bresnaugh, and today I have something super exciting to show you. That's the very new Ravin R500 Crossbow. Now this crossbow is the fastest ever produced factory crossbow on the market. Not only that, but this crossbow weighs 8.4 pounds, has a draw length, or excuse me, overall length of 28 inches, and a width axle to axle of only 3.6 inches when cocked and 7.5 inches or 6 inches when uncocked, which is just absolutely mind-boggling. A draw effort's 17 pounds and the draw weight is 300 pounds. Now, this comes with 6 special bolts that are designed for the R500 Crossbow series, and it comes with a removable quiver and a crank handle. Now this uses the Versa drive cocking system. So right here on the rear, on either side, ambidextrously, on either side is a spot where you can put the cocking driver handle in, and then it has 2 very beefy basically cogs or screws that it moves down to the string, picks up the string, and then as you crank it back, pulls the string back. It also has dry fire safety system, so you can't accidentally dry fire this thing. And it comes with an illuminated reticle that is good out to 100 yards. So it also has this scope that's included with an adjustable speed ring from 400 feet per second to 550 feet per second. Now let's go over a little bit more of the fit and feel. The rear here has a nice rubberized buttstock, a rubberized cheek weld or cheek riser. Your safety switch is actually real aluminum. And then it has this fully enclosed rail here with an included almost full-length Picatinny 1-inch wide rail that has full-length slots. Then coming down to the pistol grip area, it has a very nice rubberized plastic pistol grip with a nice palm swell. And one thing to note is this fore-end grip is also super beefy and rubberized, and then it has a huge oversized finger guard or hand guard that is made of plastic. So the pistol grip, the trigger guard, and the fore-end grip are made of plastic and rubber. But almost everything else on this is made of very high quality aluminum. Throughout. The chassis is super over beefy, made of aluminum. The cams use the hexacoil system, which gives us a 360 degree, they turn 360 degrees when cocked, which is absolutely outstanding. And it comes with a very nice, crisp and clean trigger that is almost a flat blade, but just has a very slight curve to it, and that is actually made of all aluminum as well. Comes with a mediocre scope. I'd like to see this come with a lot higher quality scope with better glass, better turrets, and just a better reticle. However, it does get the job done, and it is sufficient. The rings are too cheap in my opinion. They need to upgrade these rings. These rings are very, very cheap, only held in with 4 Torx head screws on top and then the bolts on the side, but just not a very good quality ring. The turrets themselves are audible and tactile, but not super amazing. You can probably hear them there, hopefully. They are finger adjustable. And then on the left side, right over here, is your illumination. Now it has settings 1 through 5 illumination brightness for the red and the green coloring. Comes with scope caps as well. But anyways, let's show you guys just a look down here. So it has these really nice beefy cams, high quality fiberglass limbs, split limbs, dual on both sides, as you can see here. And just like I said, a really oversized, beefy chassis. So let's go ahead and get things started. I'm going to sight this thing out in at starting at 10 yards and then hopefully work it out to 100. We have a very light breeze today, probably 5 miles an hour. And then we have you know, probably about 55-degree weather. So let's get things started. All right, folks, so it's done so well at 20 and 40 yards that we're gonna move straight to 80, which is actually the furthest I'm gonna be able to go today because it's the furthest target. The target up there is kind of worn off and falling off, so it's gonna be a little hard to see the arrows maybe on film. But anyways, we're gonna get things started here in just a second. The scope was almost dead on, so it was somewhat sighted in from the factory. The trigger on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's a first stage trigger. It breaks so light, so crisp, so clean. I would say it's under 2 pounds easily. It's insane how much these coils come together. It's a little scary at first, but just an excellent platform here. Shooting. Did note one problem during testing. These are very expensive bolts, like $30 a piece expensive bolts. And the fitting on the first shot and the broadhead stayed in the target. So going to be contacting them about that. Now I'm gonna do this in real time, so we can kind of see how long it takes to shoot 2 shots at 80 yards. And then I am using a Bog death grip tripod. It's not nearly as stable as a front and rear rest or prone. So accuracy is definitely going to be affected by shooting standing off this tripod. It's not. So you take this crank right here, place it into the back, and you have to draw the catch all the way forward. It is a little laborious. It takes a little time, definitely slower than once it clicks twice, you pull it all the way back and you'll see these cams just start cranking in until they're inside the rail area. Once it hits the appropriate spot, you're going to hear that chatter. It's safer to put the bolt in first. Do not follow my safety procedures. Follow the manufacturer's safety precautions and guidelines. Push that firmly in place till you hear it click. And let's just show you guys for a second right here. Check that out. That is insane. I mean, this thing is super narrow, super tight. 80 yards. And I've only shot this thing maybe 10 times. Felt like I flinched up there for a second. Like I said, not going to be the best display of accuracy, but to have a crossbow and be shooting it at 80 yards with a moderate breeze in the first 10 shots is kind of insane. Clicks twice, all the way back. Keep it going. Absolutely love these death grip tripods from Bog as well. Torques out. Better to put the arrow in first. Make sure you have the white fletching down, the orange fletching up. Do not get your hands in front of that arrow. Clip that bad boy down in there nice and positive. Safety off. Make sure your hands are out of the way. One nice thing about the scope is it says keep fingers down right in the scope. That one felt a little better. Let's go see what we got. So you can see those 2 bolts right there, probably about 6 inches apart. At 80 yards, that's insane from a standing position, even with a tripod. I imagine prone or on a bench, you could be shooting about, I would probably shoot about 3-inch groups. There's bolts that are actually even more premium than these that might bring that in a little bit, but that's insane. First day ever out shooting it, to be shooting it and hitting a 6-inch group or less, probably 4 inches at 80 yards is insane. All right, folks, so that's it for the R500 review, the Ravin R500 review for today. Like I said, good things, extremely accurate, extremely easy to operate, has a lot of safety features, extremely narrow, compact, and very easy to learn and shoot. Negatives would be the fitting, the insert and the broadhead came out of the premium bolt. The first time shooting it was inside the target, and that's about it. That's about all the complaints I can find. It's a little bit slow to load and unload, but it's very safe. And it has very good construction. So hope you enjoyed this review of the Ravin R500. Look forward to seeing you back for the next more long-range review we'll be doing on it.